Looking at the score currently put up by Australia of 264, do you think it's under par on this wicket?
I believe India have a great chance to chase down these runs. Australia at one stage, they were looking like to get about 280, 290, but Shami got them back in the game. Then Akshar got Maxwell. Afterward, obviously they didn't get going and they didn't get too many runs on the board. So now India have to make sure they bat well in the first 10 over or so, and they have to be little cautious against Zampa as well. So I
Okay.
think these are gettable runs, and Team India looks in a good shape. They have scored runs. Kohli in form,
Okay.
Shubman Gill in form. So I'm hoping that this will be chased down.
So Harbhajan thinks it's advantage India. Mr. Gavaskar, what do you think? How are you looking at this total that Australia has set?
It's a good competitive total, no question about it. But India has got the batting depth to get past that total. What they need, what India really need, is to get off to a good start in the first 10 overs. Like I've been saying, maybe get to 55, 60, just one wicket down. Then I think it becomes that much easier. Their new ball bowling is their main threat. Australia's new ball bowling is their main threat. So the first 10 overs are going to be crucial. And that's where India need to ensure that they don't lose wickets. Even if they don't score too many runs, that's not a problem. Keep wickets in hand, because scoring a little over 5.5 runs and over means that you have to have wickets in hand when it comes to the last 15 overs or so.
As the game progresses, the pitch gets tired. There's no real dew factor. So is the pitch really going to deteriorate? How tricky will that make the run chase really for India?
Well, we have spoken about this pitch as the game progresses on such pitches. These pitches are actually getting slower and slower. But later on in the inning, I don't think it's going to change much. It's going to play the same way what we have seen it played again when Australians were batting. But on such pitches, I think India have a better chance to win, because they don't have quality spin bowling like Indian spin bowling. So I believe India have a great chance to chase these runs.
Okay, let's talk about Australia's performance. And Mr. Gavaskar, obviously, you look at the Australian innings, the highlight, the star of the day for Australia so far has been Steve Smith. What did you make of his innings?
Well, Steve Smith, played an innings like Kohli plays. Very little risks taken, playing proper cricketing shots, and knowing where the fielders are and playing shots accordingly. So even when he played the lofted shot, it was played between the fielders. That is the kind of brilliance that he showed today. He got out maybe getting a tad over ambitious. It's very good field placing by Rohit Sharma, having both the men at mid-on and mid-off in the circle, which is what made Smith go for that big shot and missed it and was clean bowled. But what a terrific innings from the Australian skipper.
As far as India's bowling performance goes, and I'd like to bring in Mr. Gavaskar on this, do you think actually having 4 spinners was the right call?
Yes, I definitely think, because look at the way the spinners have bowled. The spinners have hardly given away any runs. They've taken wickets. They've hardly given away any runs. So it was a good call, because again, Australia is used to playing fast bowling, and Harshit Rana is a little bit inexperienced. So one would imagine that having the spinners on certainly made 4 spinners on, certainly made a lot of sense.
Okay, and now looking forward to the next innings where India will be batting, chasing down that total of 264. Harbhajan, which Indian batter to you holds the key in this chase?
Well, I think someone from the top need to get a big 100, either Shubman Gill, Rohit Sharma or Virat Kohli. If one gets 100 out of these three, India will be sorted. And I'm backing Shubman Gill out of these three to bat through the inning. And of course, everyone needs to chip in with small little bit performances with their bat here and there. And it's not that big a total, but we have to be sure in first 10 overs that India don't lose too many wickets. If you lose too many wickets up front, so any team kind of comes in pressure. So India needs to avoid that, make sure that they play well against the new ball.
And Mr. Gavaskar, what do you think? Who will really hold the key to ensuring that India manages to win this particular match? Who's key in the India batting lineup?
Well, all the batters have to put their hand up. If their turn comes, they'll have to put their hand up and show why they're rated highly. I would not say A or B or C or D will be the one scoring runs. The openers get the team off to a good solid base, then it makes it easier for the others as well down the order.